we live? I think we're live, boys. We're live here on
Yeah.
YouTube. The Red Zone Show is back after a long hiatus of Christmas and New Year's and tomfoolery. We're here back again in the new year, 2025, looking on ahead to the national championship coming up next Monday. But we have a few topics to go over. It's been about a month of stuff we haven't covered, but we won't cover all of it because I'm sure everyone's probably gotten their information from other places. But how's everybody doing? How's it going? Besides Peyton's internet.
Yeah, no, it's been a real struggle recently. Maybe it's the room I'm located in. I think that's probably it. But I'm on my phone hotspot, and it's still very slow and laggy. So again, if I randomly leave, it's because my internet is bad.
So Peyton is called the casual football fan for a reason. He's also the casual football streamer, as he gets about 150 megabytes per second on your Wi-Fi there, Peyton.
If I'm lucky, something like that, yeah.
On a good day.
Oh, God, that's painful.
Yeah.
I wonder what it's like when there's a storm.
I mean, I really think it is just the room I'm in, but like I don't know, bro. These walls around me are like 4 foot thick brick, so there's probably no cell service getting in or out of here.
Jeez.
Prison cell.
How's Bryce? I know Bryce's Wi-Fi has been holding up pretty good so far.
I'm doing all right. My Wi-Fi is fine. We pay enough money for it to work good. So
there you go. Well, I also want to let everybody know. So this is Bryce. So he's been kind of behind the scenes, working on a lot of our the Instagram reels, breaking up some of the videos for us. He has the pleasure of going and rewatching what all we say. I first want to apologize to Bryce for that, but I also want to say thank you for going over it and doing the little stuff. But I thought it'd be a good idea for him to come on and not just be a behind the scenes guy. So we appreciate what Bryce does. But yeah, Bryce, how much do you know about football? How much do you know about football? Are you pretty well equipped, is this kind of
I'm
new?
well versed. I'm well versed in all sports. I mean, I did go to school for it, but it's the little stuff that slips by just a little bit.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, Bryce is probably the only person that's ever been on the show that knows as much about baseball as anybody else that I've ever met. I don't know anything about baseball.
That's fair.
Baseball and basketball are my two sports.
Oh, sweet. Well, I've wanted to get more into baseball because I've dove heavily into MLB The Show recently and played that.
Oh, yeah.
That was my degeneracy over Christmas and New Year's was a lot of MLB The Show. I took over the Colorado Rockies, downloaded the new updated roster with Charlie Condon, and put him in the lineup immediately. He started immediately on the MLB roster. No AAA or AA for Charlie Condon. He was right there. But I had a good time playing with the Rockies. They're a fun team. You can hit absolute piss missile dingers in their stadium. It's so funny. But yeah, I'm not very well versed in MLB.
I was going to say I do know that Georgia is ranked number 4 in baseball. I
thought it was either 4 or 8. I couldn't remember. I think it was preseason AP poll of 8, but I couldn't.
Oh, that was preseason. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're not playing yet, right? When does the Georgia baseball season start?
It'll start springtime. I think it comes either like the beginning of March Madness or a little bit after March Madness.
Damn.
Is when they'll start. Cool. I mean, obviously they had fall ball and everything, but nobody watches that.
Right. Yeah. Of course. You guys think we should do like a March Madness bracket in the off season?
Absolutely. Hands down.
I'd be down for that.
I say we come up with something. Everybody, all 4 of us get on and we go over each of our brackets. Or we can just make one big one for the show if you want to.
Yeah, I like that because then we can all go in together and kind of dissect the upsets that we might happen first round.
Yeah. No, that'd be sick.
Like a 16th ranked Oakland beating Kentucky first round.
Yeah,
last year
Kentucky's
with Jack
a fraud.
Dalkey.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Do y'all think Georgia's gonna make it to March Madness?
No, I think
Dude,
they're
they're
gonna.
looking good.
I don't think they're gonna continue it. I just know how Georgia basketball is. They
Dude,
all
that's what is that not three consecutive, that's three ranked wins. My God. And one of them is over number 6 Kentucky. You don't think they'll make it in March Madness?
Then they put B to A against Oklahoma too.
Yeah, and then Oklahoma. That's 2 consecutive back-to-back ranked wins.
By 10. They won by 10.
Yeah, and 10. I can't remember who the first ranked team they beat. I think they were like 23rd, but that was at the was that at the beginning of the season?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
I mean,
maybe they will.
their
I
center,
don't know.
their center, Asa Newell, is, I mean, he's a dog. Like, he's solid. 5-tool player.
If I knew more about basketball, I would talk about it more, but I don't know anything about basketball either.
Bryce is over here calling Peyton's bluff.
No, well, the
Calling
only
out,
thing, the only thing that I know about Georgia basketball is that they've beaten 3 ranked teams. One was number 6 Kentucky. I can't remember what Oklahoma was. I think they're like 13 or 14. And then they beat somebody at the beginning of the season who was ranked 23. And I don't know anything about basketball, but if it's anything like football rankings, I don't know how Georgia's only ranked. What are they, 23 now?
And they're freshly ranked. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like I don't know, man. I don't know anything about basketball, but if it's the same way as they rank people in college football, they should be at least like 15.
Yeah, easily.
Well, if you think about it, like think about all the. So like Georgia is not ever a basketball team, right? They're not a basketball brand or anything. But think about like how long it took for Navy or Army to get ranked in the football, rankings. Like since Georgia's not a basketball brand, you think maybe it took them forever to get ranked because they have to prove to everyone that they're actually worth getting ranked. It's the same thing with Navy. No one ever thought that Navy or Army was that good. But because they've never been ranked and they're not ever ranked all the time, it took a lot out of them for them to get ranked.
Well, the thing about that is, and I know we're talking about football, so I guess it might be a little different. But like Navy, I don't even know what do they play in the Conference USA.
I think it's the American.
The American. Either way, those are pretty bad conferences, and they weren't necessarily winning games. I don't think so. It's kind of different because Georgia plays in the SEC, and I think 8 teams are ranked from the SEC in basketball this year.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Georgia has to play all those people, and they've beaten 2.
Yeah, that's fair. But like, I don't know. Like, I feel like Georgia basketball has been like the Vanderbilt.
Well, yeah, no, absolutely.
Like
I know Georgia basketball has
world.
never been like something to watch, but still, I don't know. I mean, they ranked Army. I think the highest they got this year was 20th. I don't even know if it was that, but
it was really just because of their quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. Like Bryson Daly, that was ridiculous. Even if he's playing in the American Conference or Conference USA, whichever one, he put up. I think he was top. I know for a fact he was at least top 10 in rushing yards in general, not just by like quarterbacks or running backs or anything. He had like 19. That might be an over exaggeration. I don't know, but he had a lot.
His stats are stupid. Yeah,
I think it was like 29 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah. Either way, like there's not even a running back.
Unheard of.
Yeah.
And he had like 6 passing touchdowns, maybe.
He definitely was yeah.
He was throwing like maximum 4 or 5 times a game, but he had like 30 rush attempts.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just Army, Navy, Air Force brand football. I don't really follow Army and Navy that much.
No, I was just trying to sit and think of what kind of offense they run, but I don't think they run triple option.
Who, Navy?
Either, any of them. I mean, Army, Navy, or Air Force. I mean, you don't really.
I thought that's what Air Force was like known for, though. Was their triple option?
Air Force doesn't do it, but Army still does it.
I have no idea. Army does.
Yeah, Army does it a pretty good amount still.
Oh, well, that explains the 29 rushing touchdowns for him.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and Navy was like. Navy kind of did it, but they don't do it as much as Army does. Like they kind of let what is it? I want to say Grant Horvat, but that's not the guy who plays for Navy.
Dude,
as a
that's a
quarterback.
golf.
YouTube golf.
I know. I'm just saying it's like Horvath or something is his last name. The guy who plays for Navy. I always think about Grant Horvat whenever I see it.
Yeah.
Shout out to good
should
golf.
should we start off with NFL topic or college football first?
I'd say
NFL. I feel like NFL would probably be a lot faster than college football, which I feel like NFL would be better to do first.
Yeah. All right.
Basically, what I have to say about everything that just happened in the wild card week, it was like almost kind of similar to the quarterfinals. Like I know it's different because the playoff brackets are different, but you think about Georgia, Oregon, Boise State, Arizona State. I mean, they all lost their first game, and you look at Minnesota, you look at the Chargers. The Broncos and Bills, honestly, was probably the best game so far, and that's kind of bad because the Broncos got beat like pretty bad. But the Steelers, that was absolutely sorry. The Chargers, that was absolutely sorry. The Vikings, that wasn't even. I don't think that was a Sam Darnold issue. I don't know what.
No,
I don't know.
Their offensive line got.
It was an O-line issue.
Offensive line got. They were destroyed. Every play is being sacked or pressured or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if this is true or not, but I think Sam Darnold had like 9 sacks last night.
Yeah, and not counting the hurries.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. I don't know what is going on with football right now, but I feel like everything is out of place for some reason.
I don't know. I feel like it's because for a while there it was like offense. It was like offense. He had the Oregon in 2013, 2014 with Mariota, that Chip Kelly, like he changes the game of football. He's running quarterbacks, Lamar, blah, 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 blah. And you see this long run of like offense. And then 2017, you have Georgia who can't throw the football, but goes to the national championship with Alabama, who amazing offense, but Georgia's defense kept them in that game the whole time. So like you start seeing the defense is now caught up to these high power offenses by going out and making the front 7 of the defense the strong suit. I mean, you saw that with the Minnesota game. I mean, the Rams' front 7 isn't amazing, but the players that they have are good enough to make the offensive line look bad. You know, it's like
I don't know, man. I don't know. The Rams D-line is kind of scary when I think about it. So you have Jared Verse, Braden Fisk, Kobe Turner. Why can't I think of the other dude? I can't remember what the other guy's name is. But Kobe Turner, he was a rookie last year, and he had 8 or 9 sacks, I think. Yeah. Which, I mean, he led rookies in sacks. But obviously that's not like leading. But in terms of a rookie, like 8 sacks is – I feel like that's pretty credible. Especially if you just going against an all-pro, offensive lineman. But even Jared Verse, I mean, you look at him this year, and
I liked him a lot coming out of college.
Yeah, I'll be completely honest. I didn't really pay attention to Florida State all that much last year, other than everything that happened with the playoffs. But I had no idea that Jared Verse was like that until last night. I really didn't.
He was like a 5th-year senior at Florida State. He had played somewhere else besides Florida State. I can't remember where he played. But, like, he was one of the main reasons that Florida State was still in it at the end of the year.
I want to say Michigan State. I have to find this out.
No, yeah, I figured that out. But I guess I get so caught up of, like, the Aaron Donald one-man show in the front. I think about how much production he had, and then I think about, there's always, like, 3rd and 4th round, 2nd round guys who are playing on the line. But I like Fisk. He was really good at – he played at Washington? No,
Fisk played at Florida State too.
He played at Florida State with him. That was my second thought. And then Jared Verse too, like
Albany before transferring to Florida State. I didn't know that.
Oh, interesting. But no, he's really good. So I get caught up with like the Aaron Donald and everybody else.
Yeah,
and that disruption is different.
Yeah,
than what they're doing is. they're doing is spreading out the talent across the board rather than putting one man in the front and letting him get triple teamed and everyone else having the ability to get around and get to the quarterback. It's just different. But
Colby
it's
Turner. That might be the other guy on the D line. I think that's what his name is, Colby Turner.
what did you say?
I said I forgot his name,
Oh,
but I think it's Colby
I
Turner.
said one
It's
Colby.
either Miles Turner or Kobe Turner. I don't know. Colby. I don't know.
Miles
Either
Turner
way,
sounds
what
familiar.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is that the Rams D line is actually kind of, I don't want to say underrated because I don't really know how much credit people are actually giving them, but I think they're at least like a top 6 D line in the league. I don't know. I can't really, when I think of the D line as a complete line, I can't think of really any other team that's got like a complete line like that.
The Eagles.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, Georgia part 2.
who do the Eagles have on the edge though?
Nolan Smith.
Besides Nolan Smith.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know. Who's the other guy? No, it's not Hassan Reddick anymore. It's
No, he's on the Jets.
I know. I'm trying to think of the other guy. I don't know.
Exactly. That's
I'm
my
terrible.
point, though. That's
I'm
my
terrible.
point. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, the Eagles have a very good defensive line, but when you look at it as a whole, I don't think they're necessarily better than the Rams might be.
Okay.
Now, if you want
that's
to
fair.
compare like position for position, then yeah, the Eagles probably have the Rams beat on that. But again, from a whole standpoint, from each position, from the left to the right, I just feel like the Rams are more complete.
No, that's fair. That's definitely fair.
What
You were
we also-
wondering if you were wondering where my comfort zone was with sports, that's above it right there. Which that whole conversation y'all just had, right above it.
You just outed yourself out there, Bryce. You were doing good, man. You were
no,
playing along
it's cool.
perfectly.
there's not a more casual football enjoyer than myself. So I say everything that I say, I just want anyone who is watching this to take it with a grain of salt because sometimes I'm right and most times I'm not. So fact check before I say anything.
That's why he pulls up the
Before you
computer.
believe anything. But
Computer always comes first.
what do y'all think about Justin Herbert's 4 interceptions against the I don't remember who they played.
Was it the Texans, right?
No, they played it was the
Oh, I'm
Texans.
terrible.
Yeah, you're right.
I was
Yeah.
about to
Yeah,
say, what?
it was the Texans.
It's the Texans. It's the Texans. Never mind.
I
yeah.
was like, I watched the clips on Instagram like a day ago. Was it? And then I just had like a moment of like, wait, am I tripping?
No,
He threw 4 picks and he threw 4 picks and Ladd still had like 160 receiving yards.
dude, Ladd almost had 200. I think he was at like 197.
Yeah, like
He
went
he
stupid.
set the third most. I think it was the third most receiving yards in a playoff game.
But the number one in rookie though, right? He set the rookie record for receiving yards in a playoff game.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. But I think because I think the only people above him were like Calvin Johnson and somebody else. I don't know.
Probably Cooper Kupp.
Name off yeah.
I have no idea. That could be wrong. That's what I mean. Like
You want me to
everyone
fact check you? I'll fact check you. Hold on,
Everybody
hold
needs
on.
to fact check everything I say.
What is it? So
Rookie playoff
or
receiving yards
playoff
record.
receiving. All right. Okay.
Imagine you're driving home from work and you just had the worst day of your entire life, and then you have to listen to us 3 talk for like.
No, imagine you're sitting there listening to us talk, and then all you hear is.
Somebody needs to fact check.
All right, and I also picked like the most quietest keyboard I could find, but it bullshit. Okay, Travis receiving record, first playoff receiving.
Travis Kelce?
No, I think he has the total.
For most receiving yards in a
Playoff game.
playoff
Game is what I'm trying to find. He has the most yards. He broke Jerry Rice's record last year. Okay. Eric Moulds holds the record for the most receiving yards in a playoff game with 240.
I remember
Number
that.
one.
I was glad for that.
Lad McConkey is number 2.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And 3. I'm trying to think of what.
Let's see if we really need to fact check. If this isn't Calvin Johnson, then Peyton was really wrong.
Yeah. I was about to say.
Yes. No, this is. Dude, the internet sucks. I hate the internet. Okay, so I'm wrong now. Okay, how did I get? Okay. I am now on Pro Football Reference. Okay, Pro Football Reference. I will share my screen. I'm going to present right now. I'm going to share my screen.
Just in the stream. We're too casual for this.
I was about to say. There we go. Okay. All right. We're about to fact check everyone. Okay. So I'm on Pro Football Reference. Receiving yards. This is what I typed in. Leaders receiving yards, single game _ playoff. That's what it is. Eric Moulds, number 1 with 240. Anthony Carter, 227. T.Y. Hilton, 224. And then you have to go all the way down to 6 to find Jerry Rice, and then Calvin Johnson at 7. Gabe Davis at 9, and then Lad McConkey at 11. Wow.
Okay, so
I love being wrong. I was wrong. Look, Cooper Kupp is down here.
Yeah, but were those
17.
rookies? Was that in their rookie year?
No, I'm
No,
talking about
definitely
playoff
not.
in general.
Yeah, I was. That's
Okay.
what I was saying. I was saying that he was like first or second or something like that in all-time playoff receiving yards.
Oh, my fault. Okay, let me go back to this.
Glad we got that cleared up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how
Yeah,
we would
there you
have
go.
continued had we not done that, but
That's it all adds to the.
I think I know.
I'm
I'm gonna clip that already. I'm gonna take Peyton's guess, and then I'm gonna clip the other part and show the proof.
bro, y'all are doing me wrong. Okay.
All right, what do you think we should do next?
We'll switch it over to college football, and we can talk about Zachariah and Zion Branch transferring to Georgia. That is very big. I liked both of those transfers a lot. I don't know if Zion was a 3 or 4 star. I've seen both. I can't get like an accurate reading. I'm going to assume 3 star because I've seen more 3 than I have 4. But either way,
Peyton's out here wondering if he got the right reading. Like he's a fucking. What is going on my screen?
you have to
Is that
know
on my screen? Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
What is going on?
I can't remember what I was saying, but basically,
Hey,
it's still like that.
No.
oh my God, hold on, dude, what is going on? Dude, no.
Is it still?
Bro, it's like half frame. Hold on, I'm gonna leave and come back.
Why is it doing that?
I don't know, dude. Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna leave and come back.
Okay. Basically what I was saying though is that I don't really know how big of an impact that makes for Georgia's secondary because I mean you got KJ Bolden and then Aguero, Daniel Harris, Ellis Robinson, DeMello Jones, which a lot of those people are corners, so I don't really know how that affects the safety position. But I don't that's the thing. I don't know what Kirby's going to do with them. I don't know if he's going to put them in, safety, which wouldn't make too much sense to me because there's KJ Bolden. But he could put him in like the slot or something. I don't know. But that's kind of what I think of for like I think his first name's Joel. I don't know. I'll say Joel.
Yeah.
Aguero. I think that's his last name. He played a lot. He played a lot in the slot when Georgia played. Why can I not think? Notre Dame. Notre Dame.
Yeah.
He was a lot. I saw him a lot in the slot and kind of in the on the right side of the secondary when they played Notre Dame. But again.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think it was huge too because it's going to add a lot, like some depth too, right? So I mean. You can have these guys that are ballers coming off the bench and not, they're not running every single play and gassing themselves out and, getting in their own head about dropping passes, which God forbid, hopefully they can figure that out this year.
Yeah. No, well, that's the other thing about Zion, or not Zion, Zachariah Branch. From like a physical wide receiver standpoint, I have no idea if he's like a good jump ball kind of guy. I don't know. Like, I feel like I should know that because I know he's tall. Like, I think he's tall, but
I think he is tall.
I want to say he's 6'3", but that might be.
He didn't look, but he kind of has that build in the sense of like he strikes me as a jump ball kind of guy. He's not too stocky for a wide receiver, which makes me think he can, one, he's fast as crap, and two, he's got some bunnies on him. So I could see him being that, which honestly they kind of need that for like red zone. Because I wasn't too impressed with their red zone offense.
It was so bad. It was so bad this year. It was like I don't know. I don't know if that's a Mike Bobo problem or what it is, but it was like disgusting.
Don't even get me started, dog.
Yeah, it was disgusting to watch because what I don't understand about Mike Bobo is his screen plays. Like, yeah, they work, but not when you do it, 20, 30 times a game, especially if you do it in like the same drive. Like, the amount of times that I watched Dylan Bell or Dominic Lovett set for a screen just to get like 2 or 3 yards and then a punt after, it's ridiculous. Because first of all, I don't know why you're supposed to run screens on third down. I guess you are. Madden and college football, they always tell me to do it. So I don't know. But like the concept of it makes sense, I guess, but the execution is just so bad. And again, I don't know if that's a Mike Bobo issue or if that's an actual like player issue with the O-line or the receivers or whatever it is. I don't know. But I don't want to see any of that this season or next season, I guess.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, wait, no, I was thinking of the Falcons. I was going to say they need to get rid of their defensive coordinator, but he actually is pretty good. Which, by the way, did you see that the Falcons fired the defensive coordinator?
I did not, no.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Makes sense. He was somehow worse than the last one that Atlanta had. But I like the offense. I like Atlanta's offense a lot. I think Michael Penix is going to be a good quarterback.
I think he just got it. I mean, he got thrown in at the last second. I mean, you can't be too hard on him.
Yeah. I mean, like, you even look at Caleb Williams, which I still think Caleb Williams is going to be great. In the situation that they put Caleb Williams in, and he still did what he did, is kind of impressive. In fact, I'm going to look at the stats because I don't know if I'm talking crazy or not. I don't think I am.
Well, didn't they beat they beat like a pretty good team? Yeah. Like, what was that, the last game of the season or the second last?
It was either the second to last or the last. I can't remember, but that was the first win that the Bears have had over Green Bay in like
X amount of years. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. 62% completion for the Bears. That's not necessarily bad. 3,500 passing yards. That's a lot better than I think most people expected. 20 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Yeah, no. And he had an 87.8 rating. Yeah, to be thrown into the Bears and put up those kind of numbers, which, yeah, they're not all that impressive, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, if you put somebody on the Chicago Bears, especially a rookie, with that offensive line, like, yeah, you can say he had DeAndre Swift, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, whatever. It doesn't matter if your offensive line.
DJ Moore wasn't even reliable. Neither was Keenan Allen, honestly.
Yeah,
Keenan Allen. I feel like he hit Cole Kmet for most of his successful yards. I mean, he's reliable. I mean, he's got good hands. And Cole Kmet's solid. I mean, he's going to get you, that 5 to 7 yards that you need on the third down. Yeah. But I mean, I feel like he could have probably utilized DJ Moore, because I had DJ Moore in fantasy, and
I wish he would have gotten whoever you were just talking about, dude. I cannot
DJ
remember.
Moore or Cole Kmet.
Yeah. DJ Moore and Cole Kmet. I had DJ Moore and Cole Kmet on one of my teams in another league, and Cole Kmet's good. Like, he's a good fantasy tight end. I think people should take him.
Mm-hmm.
He's not consistent though. DJ Moore is
Yeah.
like kind of consistent. He's more consistent than Cole Kmet, but like,
Well,
I don't
DJ
know.
Moore will have that breakout like 35-point game in like that
When, this year or
40-point
last year?
game this year. In fantasy, at least for me, he had like 2 or 3 games that he had like 30 points or so.
Oh, I remember that. I know what you're talking about. To catch you up, James, we're talking about a lot of nonsense, but
That's
we're also
fine. Sorry about that. I had
No,
to
it's-
literally take apart my camera and reset the whole thing.
It's okay.
It
We
just froze.
while you were here, we were talking about the Zachariah Branch and Zion Branch transfers, and I want to know.
Yeah,
what you
I
think.
liked it. I thought it was I thought it was like when that happened, I was like, okay, so Kirby's gonna do something in the transfer portal, and I don't think it's gonna stop with Zion Branch and Zachariah Branch. And then you look what happened, and he's kind of dabbled pretty good into the transfer portal. He's what did he get? He got another safety from Miami. He got the Branch brothers, and he went on and got that Noah Thomas guy from Texas A&M. And the Texas A&M guy, he's 6'6". Noah Thomas, 6'6", like 213 or 215 pounds, like huge receiver. So I thought like that was just kind of like the snowball effect of like, all right, we get the Branch brothers. Okay, now the other people start getting, start coming in this, and this. But what are we going to do about safety?
I don't know.
We lose Malachi Starks, but we have. I know, that's what I'm saying. KJ Bolden. Now we have the Branch brother, and now we have another guy from Miami. One of those guys is going to the star position, like is going to play that like linebacker, safety, hybrid type.
Well, the thing that I was telling Bryce was that, and I said the same thing you're saying. I don't know like what they're going to do about the safety position because when I was at the third game, I saw Joel. I think his first name is Joel. I don't know. I'm going to say it is Joel Aguero. I think that's his last name. He was on the right side of the secondary a lot. Like he was playing a lot of slot, I think. But I don't know. So I think about, Julian Humphrey left and Malachi Starks is leaving. Dalen Everett actually decided to come back, which I want to be excited about because I think he is a good cornerback. Because how do you play against Texas like that? But you can't do that against like somebody who plays for UMass. Like nothing against people who play at UMass. You made it to college, you're D1. That's something I'll never do. But like still there's like a certain threshold of expectations. And sometimes, I don't know, man. Sometimes Dale never just puts me through it. And it makes me lose confidence, but he's playing D1 and I'm in a room surrounded by brick walls with no internet.
I mean, Georgia has that consistency to always play down to their opponent. So like, the thing about UMass and like Georgia Tech and like, all the other schools that they've made.
Yeah, I understand that. I just don't understand why. Like why? Like why? What's the? I don't know. I don't think they're doing it on purpose, obviously. But like, how? How's it happening?
I don't know. I think they go.
I don't know. Yeah. I guess you could ask the same question about how like Alabama lost to Oklahoma and Vanderbilt.
Right.
Did they lose to Kentucky beat Ole Miss. But
and then their quarterback retired from football.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Brock Vandagriff.
Yeah.
Hope he enjoys his insurance job.
Okay. The playoff games for college.
You want to hold off and talk about Carson Beck?
Actually, I forgot.
I found something today that I think y'all would be interested in.
I would.
If it's the money thing, I saw that.
It is not the money thing. It's something even better. I'm gonna share my screen. Peyton, you're gonna think you're gonna finally realize what I was saying. All right.
About what?
1 second. About this. Hold on one second. Okay. I found this article. It says Carson Beck and Hannah Cavender's highly scrutinized relationship was reportedly destructive to the Georgia football locker room during the 2024 season. CBS Sports' Brandon Marcello reports that it immediately led to tension that undid Beck's Bulldogs tenure. So what he's saying, what the reporter is saying, is that him having this relationship pissed off a bunch of people because he wasn't playing football. He was doing stupid shit.
Yeah, I guess. But
I thought that was interesting because that's kind of what I was thinking during the season was there's got to be something else going on. And look what happened. Like you can then turn to like what happened when Gunner came in, like how quickly it was like that, like
how much they supported him too. Yeah.
And it wasn't Gunner's fault we lost that game.
No, he played pretty good.
No, it was the entire left side of the O-line.
Yeah. Number 57, I can't remember his name, but
Monroe Freeland.
Yeah, yep, there you go. People will never forget that name.
And then you got the dude on the sidelines getting in the referee's way.
Yeah, that kid.
Take his PWO away.
I feel so bad for that kid.
Yeah. What was his name? Like Parker Jones or something like that?
No, it was it might be Parker Jones. Actually, I think that was it.
Yeah, take his PWO away.
Oh, dude, it was bad because I didn't know what happened while I was watching the game, and then when they did the replay, that was like the first time I'd ever seen anything like that. I didn't know like you could get flagged for that.
Well, usually they give a warning. Like usually they'll give a sideline warning, but I guess since he obstructed with the ref, since he was running full speed, they saw it as like a health hazard.
I wish I could pull up. I want to pull up the video of it. And, like, I want you to look. I wish you could look and see the ref's face when he realizes that he hit someone. He looks so distraught and pissed off. And then he's like, oh, I got to do something about this. And he, like, as he's, like, following towards the ground, I can see him make the decision of, I'm going to fucking throw this flag. Fuck these hoes. That's what I saw on his face. He's like, fuck these damn Georgia Bulldogs, dude. I'm going to throw the damn flag. Like, that's what I saw. I wish I could pull up the video because I thought it was funny. I rewatched it a couple times and was trying to calm myself down because I thought it was so funny. No, you could just like see the frustration from the ref immediately as it happened.
Yeah. So other than Carson Beck committing to Miami, which I'm not going to sit here and mention the worst or anything. It makes sense. Like it was kind of time for it anyways. You know, it wasn't going the way that everybody thought it would. What about what do you think is going to happen to Quinn Ewers?
I could see him transferring too.
Yeah.
He has another year of eligibility?
Mm-hmm. Same deal as Carson.
I think he's got COVID year, doesn't he?
Yep, just like Carson.
Okay. So do you think he's transferring, or do you think he's going to the draft, or do you think he'll stay but get benched anyways? Because, I mean, I think Texas has already said they're going to start Arch Manning next season no matter what Quinn Ewers decides to do.
I mean, I could see him doing kind of what Carson Beck did and, go play in the ACC. Like, it's still a good conference.
Right.
Does North Carolina have a quarterback?
Max Johnson.
Well, isn't who am I thinking of?
He declared for the draft.
Who?
Ewers.
He declared?
He did?
I don't want to quote myself on it.
The red zone. Hot take.
Yeah.
Got down.
Oh God, dude. I want to mess this up. Hold on. I thought I saw something. I started scrolling on ESPN to try and find this. And the first article is Tim Tebow kissing his wife about their new baby. Who gives a shit? No offense, but I don't care that Tim Tebow had a baby.
Why is that the first thing that's
I
coming
want
up
to
when you
scroll
type in
football.
Quinn Ewers?
No, I'm just on ESPN news website because I knew if it actually came out, it was going to be one of the first one of the big topics. But I scroll down and then it's just Tebow making out with his wife.
Oh wait, I got it right here.
Okay.
So the title of this article is I ain't gonna present it. I'll just read it. Texas QB Quinn Ewers finally ends all the wild speculation.
Where's it from? Quote our sources.
MSN.com.
Okay.
Texas QB Quinn Ewers finally ends all the wild speculation, tells ESPN where he sees himself in 2025. Ewers told ESPN's Pete Thamel in a taped pregame interview before the Cotton Bowl that he doesn't see himself playing college football next season and will go pro.
Yep. Texas quarterback Ewers expects to enter the NFL draft.
So who goes first, Jalen Milroe or Quinn Ewers?
Jalen Milroe. And I don't want to say it.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it.
Well, from
I have an Alabama fan.
Athletic standpoint, yeah.
Athletically, Jalen Milroe, I don't want to overstep my boundaries here because I'm a casual football enjoyer.
No, it's okay. Any casual can figure this out.
But what do you think of a Lamar Jackson comparison?
That's ridiculous. Wait, hold on. Are we talking?
Would you say Lamar Jackson, or you could put him up there with what, like Jaden Daniels?
No. I think Jaden Daniels is the only person that you can. I think Jaden Daniels is the only person you can compare to Lamar Jackson, who's not Lamar Jackson. If you're going to compare Jalen Milroe, I'm going to compare him to Anthony Richardson, and you've seen how that turned out.
Okay, no, that's a very reasonable statement. I see what you're saying.
Extremely fast and straight line. He will juke you out and make you look like a fool, but he will throw it to the defensive cornerback on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
He will not throw it over the middle accurately. He will throw it, 80 yards down the field, whatever. But he's not going to make like quarterback throws. Like Jaden Daniels is really good because he can run when stuff falls apart. He can then throw it when he needs to, and he can throw it accurately and hard and fast. His release is quick. I remember watching pause, stocks are on. Okay, look. I watched a combine breakdown of Jaden Daniels and oh my gosh, plays for the Patriots. My God,
Drake May. Oh.
Yeah, Drake May. A Drake May and Jaden Daniels comparison. And the biggest comparison and the reason why Jaden Daniels was drafted so high was because that motherfucker's release is ridiculous.
Who? Jaden Daniels or Drake May?
Jaden Daniels' release is insane.
Put some zip on it for sure.
Milroe's nowhere near as big as Anthony Richardson, though, right?
No, he's as big, if not like a little bit smaller. Look it up.
Anthony Richardson's like 6'4". Yeah.
Okay. Who would you rather have? Anthony Richardson or a shorter version of Anthony Richardson?
Anthony Richardson.
Right.
Jalen Milroe's
he's built like a linebacker.
225.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a linebacker. He's a linebacker who can run and throw it. He's the same size as Derrick Henry.
But the real question is, if you had to choose in between DJ Uiagalelei and Quinn Ewers, who's going first?
I'm picking Drew Aller. I'm telling him not to stay at Penn State. Neither of them. DJ Uiagalelei needs to go play fucking baseball with the Dodgers. He missed his chance.
Yeah.
That's why they call him DJ Ukulele and not his whole name, because he sucks. Not to slander the guy. I know he has a family, but he's terrible, dude. He's
most of Penn State's starters that played this year are coming back for next season too.
Yeah,
that's scary.
Penn State's going to be legit.
Yeah, their receiver, I can't think of his name. He literally entered the transfer portal today. Evans.
Both running backs stayed.
Yeah.
Today they just came out and both running backs are staying. Drew Aller is staying. I like Penn State. I like Penn State to win the Big Ten next year.
Like truth be told, I really would have rather watched Notre Dame or Penn State win the national championship than like Ohio State or Texas. Like I don't even care if Georgia lost to Notre Dame. I want to see Notre Dame win this national championship because I don't want to see Ohio State win one.
Oh, me too. I'm such a
big Riley Leonard fan.
Yeah, me too. I liked him coming out of Duke. I thought he was really good.
I like him coming out of Duke as well.
Everyone's like, he can't throw the football. And I'm like, did you watch the Clemson game?
Yeah, I
ran it all over him. And I'm like, did you watch the Clemson game? Because you obviously didn't. He threw it all over Clemson. Like he was actually throwing the football.
I could see how that's like a valid argument though. The fact that he doesn't really throw a lot. Like, yeah, he threw a lot against Clemson, I guess. And again, I'm casual, especially when it comes to Notre Dame. I don't pay attention to Notre Dame.
That's okay.
But as far as I know, I don't think Riley Leonard throws as much as like a normal quarterback would, if that makes any sense.
No,
he torched Georgia with the QB draw. I mean,
that happens against
the
defense.
It happened against quarterback counter, Bryce. It's the same shit that Georgia Tech beat us on. Okay, they actually use tape.
You would think defense Georgia throwing a spy.
Do what?
Throwing a spy on the defense for the quarterback, even if it's not a counter. Because he was still dropping back and then running it for 10, 15 yards.
No, it really is that simple.
Yeah.
I don't know why Glenn Schumann, I think that's who it is. I don't know why he doesn't do it. I don't know if it's like it's
the Kirby thing.
I don't know if it's like a Kirby thing or what, but like God forbid.
I don't remember that with Dan Lanning. I don't remember that issue with Dan Lanning. Like Dan Lanning? To me, I think when Dan Lanning was the DC at Georgia.
When was that? Was that like last year? Am I terrible?
2 years ago.
2 years ago?
3 years. No, 3 years ago. 3 years ago. 3 years.
Is that right after Mel Tucker?
Mm-hmm. No. Wait. Yes. I think it was 2018 to 2020.
Mel Gibson is a defensive coordinator also. No, but I don't know. I don't know why there's never a QB spy ever. There's just never one.
Or I think for me, even if there is a quarterback spy, whatever the linebacker coach is telling the linebackers nowadays is to use their eyes, and then the first thing that they think about is going to happen to go chase it, despite their job on the play. Like if you set up a quarterback spy, you have no other job than to watch the quarterback. But they're like, if you watch them, they'll creep down, and then they'll stay back in the spy, and then they see a running back run out of the backfield. And I'm like, oh, let me go get the running back. And then what does the quarterback do? He pulls it and he runs. Yeah. And like I think my problem with Georgia this year was the fact that like
it's happening. Oh God.
No, you're good, Peyton. I think the problem was like watching the Georgia defense get beat by the same things for the last 4 years and us not doing anything about it.
Right.
It's if I was Notre Dame, I wouldn't have thrown. No, you're good. You're good, Peyton. If I was Notre Dame, I wouldn't have thrown another pass the entire game. I would have just ran.
You even had to. Like that's the thing.
Here, I'm gonna go. You guys, I'm gonna pull up.
Dude.
I'm gonna pull up something funny.
Well, I mean, we're almost at that hour mark, Peyton.
Well, that I know. I'm just saying. I literally might cut out here. I don't think. Okay, wait. It's coming down now.
No, you're good, Peyton.
Everybody's not reloading. I'm just praying to God I have enough data on this phone to support this for 10 more minutes.
You'll be fine.
James, what are you pulling up right now?
I got you. It's something about quarterback counter.
Oh, my computer is freezing. Can you guys see me?
Nobody's made a compilation.
Yeah.
Can you?
Damn. Okay. Never mind. So the whole point of that was now been redacted. Okay. But my point was I was hoping that I could go onto YouTube and find an entire highlight video of Georgia getting beat by running quarterbacks.
It'd probably be a 2-hour-long video.
Easily.
Getting beat.
What was I gonna? What do we have left on here? We already talked about Penn State. Oh,
the thing is our conversation is kind of carrying through all the topics, which is nice.
Yeah. No, that's kind of why I'm looking at this thing right now, because I think the only thing that we haven't talked about yet is the national championship.
Well, and also Travis Etienne's coming back before we.
Oh yeah.
That's huge.
That is huge.
Nick Frazier and Travis Etienne again. Run it back.
Do you think either
Gunnar
of the
Stockton
Robinsons will be able to stay healthy enough to like actually play a game or two?
No, I think they have the Kendall Milton bug.
And then what? Did Cash Jones declare?
No, he's coming back.
He's back too.
Because he's solid.
Yeah, he's good. That boy can catch when no one else couldn't.
Barely.
He almost dropped it though. Yeah, he almost dropped it. But yeah, let's go quickly. Oh my God. Sorry for people who have epileptic seizures.
Oh God, yeah, please. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No one's watching. Sorry. I'm gonna have to resend this. I'm gonna have to send this link out to like all my social media to get people to watch this again. But it's okay. We'll go over the Notre Dame and Ohio State game. Who do we think wins versus who do we want to win? I think we already talked about it. I think we can all collectively say we would rather have Notre Dame win than Ohio State.
Right.
Who do we think?
Ohio State's going to win. I don't want them to, but they're going to. Like it's
yeah. Yeah, unless Notre Dame's defense can step up, which they have a solid defense, but
yeah, they do have a really good defense.
They got to stop Jeremiah Smith because he
Texas. Yeah, Texas did a really good job at doing that, but they also ran too high the entire game. So
yeah,
I mean, I like Ohio State. Like it pains me to say it, but I'll say it when it's true. Ohio State's just too good to lose this year. Like it's kind of ridiculous how good Ohio State is. Like, yeah, they lost to Oregon, but Oregon, I think Oregon got exposed, man. I don't know what happened, but I don't know if that was like a Dylan Gabriel thing, but I think Oregon got exposed a little bit.
I think Dylan Gabriel had too much to smoke the day before.
Yeah.
That dude looked messed up playing football. He did not look Yo, Peyton, you there? Dude, I'm gonna save him the embarrassment of what that just left on the screen. Oh my gosh.
Oh fuck, that was funny.
That was hilarious. No, that was funny. No, I think Dylan Gabriel definitely had a little bit too much to smoke over there in Cali. For sure.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And then
is he back? Okay, he's back.
Oh,
what were you saying, Bryce?
I'm trying to think. There was was it here. Drew Aller that was they played in Miami, didn't they? Am I mistaken? Where was that game at? Which bowl game, which playoff game was in Miami?
The Penn
Orange
State
Bowl,
Notre
right?
Dame game. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think there was a picture of Drew Aller on a yacht before, like the day before.
What the heck?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So everybody was saying bet against him.
Well, if I had known that Dylan Gabriel was going to play as bad as he did, I would have done the same thing.
Am I live?
Yeah, you're good, Peyton.
Yeah, you're good.
Am I here?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay. What I'm gonna say before my internet inevitably just crashes, is that I don't want Ohio State to win it all. They're probably going to. I kind of think that Notre Dame won't be able to stop Ohio State, whether it be on the ground or through the air. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know if Notre Dame's offense is also good enough to get past Ohio State's defense, as not necessarily as easily as they did against Georgia. But like you look at the Georgia game, that was completely a defensive game. Like neither offense really did all that much. And I want to say that it's going to be the same for the national championship, but I think it's probably just going to be one-sided against Ohio State there.
Well, Notre Dame did get Jeremiah Love back. Their running back, because he didn't play in the Georgia game.
Yeah, it's huge.
So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he looked pretty good against drawing blank on who they just beat.
Penn State.
Penn State, there you go. He looked pretty good. He had a touchdown. I mean, I think he had pretty solid yards for his first game back. But
he played. He played good all year. Like he's gonna be one of the first running backs drafted.
But I agree with you, Peyton. I think it's going to be either a defensive battle in the sense of not a lot of offense, or very one-sided in the sense that Ohio State is going to torch them.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I hear everything that you're saying. Neither of you are moving on my screen. I don't know if you can hear me, but
we can hear you, Peyton. You're good.
Now you're doing reloads. You're all reloading.
So we should, Peyton, we're gonna let you go. We're gonna finish up here.
Okay. I mean, I think I'm back to normal now. Move around. Everybody move. Yeah. Okay. We're back to some type of normalcy.
Production value at $- right now. Dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll see. I'm gonna try and stay for the outro because God willing, my internet stays alive for 2 more minutes.
Yeah, that's good. I think what I was gonna say about the game, the Natty, is that I think Ohio State will lose another big game, like the one they have to win. They're gonna lose it again. I think Notre Dame is gonna shock.
You got Notre Dame winning?
Yeah, winning the Natty.
Okay.
I don't know what the spread is. We're not betting right now, so I don't really know. But I think Notre Dame's going to win. Deep down, I think they're not going to.
I like that. I like that opinion. I do. Yeah. I like that opinion a lot, and I hope that's
the only problem with that opinion is that it can be thrown back at me and go, "Oh well, since Ryan Day hasn't won the big game, he's due for a big game win." But I'm going to hold.
That's also true.
But he did win the big game. He won the game that people didn't think he was going to win. They didn't think they were going to beat Oregon.
Yeah, they have the spread.
Put out all the stops.
They have the spread. They have the spread right now at -8. Ohio State.
Holy crap! I'd take Notre Dame to cover. What are the points?
What do you mean?
What are the total points? What are the total points? Like over under
46.
If you're thinking that Ohio State's going to blow them out, I would smash the over on that. I wouldn't smash the under. I would smash the over if I was going to do anything, despite me thinking Notre Dame's going to win. And the only way Notre Dame's going to win is if they keep it under that point spread.
That's fair.
Yeah. Cool. Did we miss anything? I mean,
no,
I think
literally it.
We can talk about that when we do NFL stuff, because now he's declared for the draft. So, but yeah. Well, I also want to say tomorrow we are going to do another stream. It'll be at 7:30 p.m. again. Sorry we were late on this stream. If anyone's gotten to this point in the video, I appreciate you guys watching. But we are going to do a mock draft tomorrow, and we're going to go through some of our like favorite picks and whatnot, and do it together on stream. So that'll be really fun. I also want to say, like and subscribe. If you have ideas for us, please put in the comments. And don't forget, bet the house. And yeah, take care, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, casual football fan.
Bye.